Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Canadian SME Small Business Podcast. I'm your host, Maheen. In our show, we explore the heart and soul of what drives our local economies, the vibrant small businesses. These entities present much more. They mirror commercial ventures, they are the embodiment of personal dreams, the pulse of our communities, and the catalyst of innovative thinking. Our focus extends beyond the transactions at the counter to the deeper relationships and values that these businesses foster. They are the threads that knit together the rich, diverse fabric of our local economies. In each episode, we uncover the inspiring stories of grit, ingenuity, and triumph that epitomize our small business heroes. Join us in the journey of celebration and discovery as we delve into why championing these small businesses is a commitment to our shared prosperity and the essence of community life. Let's get started. Today, we're joined by Dwayne Holness, a visionary entrepreneur, creative director, speaker, and the founder and CEO of Corex Creative. Dwayne's journey is one of resilience and passion. Growing up in Toronto's challenging Jane Finch neighborhood, he overcame numerous obstacles and now uses his experiences to empower and mentor emerging creatives of color. Under his leadership, Corex Creative has become a beacon in video marketing, digital strategy, and brand development, serving renowned clients like TD Bank, Rogers Communication, and LCBO. Dwayne's dedication to authenticity and storytelling has not only transformed his business but also made a significant impact in nurturing the next generation of creative talent.
That's a wrap!
Now, without further ado, let's welcome our guest, Dwayne. Dwayne, how are you today?
I'm splendid. I'm feeling blessed and highly favored.
Yeah? Thank you so much for joining us today, and it's a pleasure to have you with us today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
All right. So, Dwayne, let's get started by discussing creating authentic brand narratives. In your approach to crafting authentic and impactful brand narratives for your clients, what key elements do you focus on to ensure the story really resonates with their customers?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. A lot of times, the reason why I always go back to why I do this and how, where does authenticity come from for me? And authenticity is in the why. Why do we do it?
Right.
So a lot of times when we work with clients, we try to dig for the why.
Mhm.
Why do you guys do what you do? What is the social responsibility that you have for your company? And then we use that and we try to tailor something that's unique to their company itself. So with our clients, we always try to humanize their brand.
Mhm.
Because clients could be, companies can get very robotic,
Right.
and people really resonate with things that are familiar to them or something that they feel has a human touch. So we try to develop a human touch for our clients. And sometimes it just takes a lot of conversation
Mhm.
to get to the why. Like, why do you guys want to do what you do? And then once we get there, once we find that why, we build everything around the why.
That's a beautiful inspiration and the motivation behind, founding your company, which is great. Now, Dwayne, to build onto that, can you give an example of particularly a successful brand narrative you've developed and how it positively impacted the client's business?
Yeah, so one of our clients that we're super happy to work with is a development company called M5V Developments.
Mhm.
So they're based in the GTA, and they do different developments. And what they do is they help young people get their first foot in the door when it comes to real estate.
Okay.
So they're the first person that helped me get my first property, and their why is just really helping young people. So what we did was we created a strategy so that they can resonate with the young people by going online and humanizing them to teach them the do's and the don'ts of getting your first property, or the importance of saving, or the importance of just finances in itself, and building generational wealth.
Wow.
Because M5V, their mission is to help people break generational curses by
Mhm.
building generational wealth. And we've took that and we tailored a strategy with video marketing, and just how to approach themselves online to gain traction. So we first started with them when they had about like 1,000 or 2,000 followers, and now they're about almost 80,000 followers. So it really does show what happens when we tap into the why
Mhm.
and developing the strategy to promote that. And we always say nothing is an overnight success. This happened over the span of 3 years.
Mhm.
So once we develop it and we put it into action, eventually it starts to run on its own. And now people remember you for being that authentic person that helps to build young people and help them get into the market of real estate.
Right. We love how hands-on you are with the approach with your particular clients. Now, Dwayne, let's turn our focus to the role of networking for career growth. Can you share how strategic networking has influenced your career path and offer some practical networking tips for aspiring entrepreneurs?
Yeah, I mean, networking is everything. Growing up in Jane and Finch, there's already a stigma there. So being able to be in your community and uplift your community by meeting people outside of your community. Because
Mhm.
truth be told, a lot of people meet when I was growing up have never stepped foot out of Jane and Finch.
Right.
Right. So imagine how contained people can be when they stay in their community. And I always promote it to get outside of your normal.
Mm-hmm.
Get outside of your normal environment. Meet someone new. Try something different.
Mm-hmm.
Because in trying something different and in meeting new people, you develop new relationships and you build new access to resources.
Right.
And for me, I knew I had to do that. I had to step outside of my community. If I wanted to be bigger, I had to go into spaces I've never been before. So learning how to connect and to be authentic with it, right? Like I never hide my story. I'm a kid that was born in Jamaica, came to Canada, raised in Jane and Finch, went through the ups and downs, the struggles, the tribulations, and I used that experience to propel my business because that's the raw and authentic message that we bring from our company, and that's the edge that we have. So when we work with clients, we help them find their edge because that is important. So when it comes to networking, it has definitely built our company so much. And I'll never forget the community that I come from because our community is the backbone to our business.
Mm-hmm.
That's what keeps us going. That's what made us who we are through the support of our community. And it takes a community to raise a child. And Corex Creative is my child. So it took the community to build that and to pour into that. And with the resources and the networks that I've built over the time, everyone's been able to pour into it and help us grow and watch us grow and celebrate us along the way. So networking is everything. As you say, your network is your net worth.
Mm-hmm.
And we truly believe in that.
No, it's great to see how much supportive you've got into and now you're giving back to the community. And you've made a great point. And you're not alone, Dwayne. A lot of small businesses that we interact with, we come to hear stories about, how they just like to approach or seek for solutions within their own community rather than reaching out. So it's very important to reach out and step outside the box, step outside your community and seek things that, may help
Yeah,
you
I
scale
mean,
your business even further.
it's always important to start where you're at.
Right. And expand.
And expand. Like
Be
start where you're
open.
at and start with what you have.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because we started with nothing. We just started I picked up a camera and I seen my friends who I thought were talented. I seen so many different like stories to tell. So I picked up a camera and I just started shooting things, and then I was able to start to craft stories out of it
Yeah.
where people started to like. And then people started to find value in it. And $1 went to 2,
Mm-hmm.
and 2 went to 10, and 10 went to 100, and so forth. So it always starts with the passion, right?
Right.
It's always starts with the passion, and the community that you're around will help feed that passion.
Absolutely. Now, Dwayne, from where you started to where you are now, I'm sure you've probably noticed some common mistakes that happen, when networking. What are they, and how do you avoid them?
The mistakes of networking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Or
so
people that make mistakes, like the common mistakes
yeah,
when
yeah.
networking.
So one, if I was to touch on networking,
Mm-hmm.
the common mistake of networking is meeting someone and not following up.
Okay. That's
Right?
a good one.
Like you go into places, you hand out your business cards, you get a bunch of business cards as well, and you don't follow up. Right? Like that is a downfall to networking.
Right.
And overall, the challenges of business itself is understanding that you're doing this alone.
Mm-hmm.
That the dream that you have, the vision that you have is yours. Only you can see it. And a lot of times we want our friends to support us, and we rely on that. And then we get hurt when our friends don't support us. But truth be told, they'll be the last to support you. You'll get most support from the people who are outside of your circle, because they're going to see you from a fresh perspective. They're going to see you where you're at and see where you can go. So there's a lot of downfalls, whether it's being on this journey alone, feeling like giving up.
Right.
Just feeling like you're not enough sometimes, right? And just feeling like you want to just I've always, like, there's so many times where I'm like, maybe I should just go get a job.
Yeah.
I've
heard that a lot.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Maybe I should just go get a job. And then, sometimes not being able to know where your next dollar is coming from too. It's a struggle. And but God is good, and he always provides when the time is right. And I've had so much instances where I had a bill due tomorrow. And I had no idea where it was coming from.
Right.
And just the day before, a check comes or an opportunity comes. So just having faith that what you are doing is needed on this earth, and you are going to be faced with challenges.
It's very true that it can be very overwhelming, Dwayne, but you seem super motivated, and we love the motivation, right? And we want you to spread that across with our listeners as well. Our next topic is motivation in entrepreneurship. Dwayne, what has been the driving force behind your entrepreneurial journey, and how has this motivation really shaped your business strategies and your leadership style?
Yeah, it makes me smile because what motivates me is my why. And my why is to be a provider for my family.
Right.
I came from Jamaica. I was born in Jamaica, and my mom came here to give me an opportunity. So I didn't take that for granted. My mom came here to work, and she worked since we got here to now.
Wow.
And my thing was to embody that energy that she had. So I took upon myself to build something, to be a builder. In my family history, we had a lineage of builders. So I found strength in that. And I had a dream and I had a vision. And just to see something grow is motivating. To know that you can take something out of your head and create a whole world that people can see. It's very motivating. So I always get back to my why. And the reason I did this is because I want to be a provider for my family. I want to be able to give opportunity to those who are like me, coming from where I come from,
right?
Whether it's from abroad or from environments like Jane and Finch, or people that just don't have resources and don't believe that their dream is possible. I'm here to show them that your dream can come true, because mine did.
Right.
And it's still coming true. But it's not easy. And that's the fun part of it, because if life was just a straight road, it'll be boring. Like, the reason that we're here to do what we want to do, no matter what you believe in, there will be hurdles.
Right.
There will be ups and downs. But there is another day ahead, and that's what we look forward to. So just being grateful that even after 10 years, I'm still in the game. Even after 10 years, I'm still able to provide opportunities for others. Even after 10 years, I'm still motivated to see what's next. So it's just motivating. The why is just the biggest thing for me, and it makes me proud to just know that I'm here, and just being able to know that my mom's happy.
Aww.
After so long, right? My mom's happy. She's happy. I was able to buy her a house.
It deserves it.
So
yes.